welcome back. I'm on the road again today. To no surprise, the road's usually involved to get out there and find the gold or the minerals. So right now I'm in Cherokee County, North Carolina, which for those of you that aren't familiar with the geography of the area, is the southwesternmost county in North Carolina. To the south is Georgia, to the west is Tennessee. It's a nice area. It's pretty well known for a variety of minerals, including starlite. Not after starlite today, though it is one of my favorite minerals. Heading over to the familiar confines of Buck Creek again. Seems like I've been over here quite a few times, but I do enjoy it, and I'm getting quite familiar with the area. Being almost a year that I've been going over there now. I'm about slightly less than 30 miles west. The Buck Creek area is in Clay County, which is one county east of Cherokee County. So we'll take a look there. I'm not going to do a geology lesson today since I've done that several times previous. Just as a note, the weather today is pretty good compared to the last couple of times. I was over here last weekend. Didn't shoot any video, but got the whole family over. It was cloudy, drizzly, rainy. Not terrible, not great. The time before, same thing. It was kind of cloudy and drizzly, and it was even kind of chilly. Maybe that was 3 times ago. Can't remember for sure, but there was one day back in May that I got there at 52 and left it was 48. It was a chilly day, but not so today. Breathing 78 degrees. It's late morning. Should get up into the probably mid 80s over there because of the higher elevation. Just pardon my truck, it's dinging because I have a bulb going out. At least it does warn me, but it does get irritating when it's going out. It dings repetitively. Anyway, heading over with a trusty mining vehicle, just me and the truck. One thing for sure, these Dodge trucks are good for dependability and durability. The one issue is they seem to have problems with electrical stuff and the fuel gauge too, but can't complain. We've got about 352,000 miles on it right now. Pretty much in the past 3 years, everything under the hood's been replaced. All original drivetrain there, so hopefully that's going to keep holding on for me. But and it's hard to believe it's June already. I didn't mention it, it's Saturday, it's June the 7th, 2014. Seems like only a month or so ago we were dealing with all the freezing cold weather, one of the coldest winters we've had in 20 years or more, probably more than that. But it's nice and warm now. Kind of got a mix of sun and clouds. Always a chance of rain this time of year. Have to keep an eye to the sky. But anyway, it's June. It's been busy so far this year, and it's getting close to family road trip time. In 3 weeks, we'll be departing for the run down Interstate 40 all the way to New Mexico and spend some time in primarily north central New Mexico, but we're going to make our way over on day trips to Colorado, Utah, and even over into Arizona a little bit. So it should be interesting. Primarily family vacation time, but right there in the vicinity of Taos, New Mexico, where we'll be spending most of the time. Starlight's a common occurrence there, well known for that. Also, there's some corundum and beryl locations in the area, and that takes care of my 3 favorite minerals: starlight, corundum, and beryl, not necessarily in that order. Also, there's some gold in the area, which is my favorite element, since gold's not really a mineral. But there's also some good food in the area, so anybody that knows me knows that I'm all about good food. Anyway, that's enough about that. I'm heading down the road here, getting ever closer. When I get there, I'll make sure to get some more video and stuff. It'll be a familiar area to those of you that watch some of my other videos, but familiarity can be a good thing when it comes to looking for gold and minerals. Kind of get a read on the area. Anyway, I'll be back in a little bit. Stay tuned. Not arrived, you can still see some spring flowers hanging around here. And, it's really nice, low 70s, lots of blue sky, a few clouds. Some of them are kind of building upwards, so we might get some afternoon thunder showers, but actually it feels like the air is kind of dry, maybe a little more stable than what it has been. But I'm going to get down in here in my little branch and see if I can extract a couple of pieces before I head over to the big shaft. Looks like the water's plenty low enough to make the crossing. And then I'll probably make my way up to the Herbert. That was the original intended destination, but I always got to stop and poke around here. I've found a lot of my nicer pieces in here, though. It's not quite as common as it is up around the Herbert and the big shaft. But I'll be back in a few. My way across the creek. It's fairly low right now, about as low as it normally gets, so pretty easy crossing. You can go for a swim or anything. See all the white there is albite feldspar. It's laying all over the place. There's a vein of it right up ahead. And it does contain corundum too, as well as sorrel black tourmaline. There's a piece of black tourmaline mixed in with some feldspar. You can just poke around down in here and find some. Picked up one piece already. But the better workings would be uphill a little bit. I'm going to head up there and take a look at it. So I'll be back when I find something good. It's getting pretty overgrown up in here, but there at the end of the cut you can see the lower big shaft portal. It's starting to get kind of warm moving up the hill. But I'm almost to my destination, so it doesn't take long to get here. It's just a little bit of exercise. Like I say, it's so overgrown anymore. It's hard to bushwhack your way through. Lots of briars and stuff too. So I'll be back in a minute. I finally got to my spot through all the thorns. I think everything up here's got thorns on this hillside. The piece just laying there. Nothing spectacular, but I didn't have to work for it. So I'm gonna poke around here, see if I can find some more. I'm just surface collecting, and it's plentiful. I'm picking up a piece every few seconds. It's laying right on top. The ground's just littered with it right now, and I'm gonna do nothing but just walk around and pick up stuff until I can't pick up any more, because there's plenty of it. Another nice piece there, and tourmaline and soapstone and stuff. So back to picking. Haven't been on for a while. I'm finding a piece laying around every few seconds, so I've been quite busy. So far it's looking good. I may fill up my coffee can before I leave. I haven't been here all that long either. Still nice blue sky. It's kind of hot right here. It must be nice for a cloud to roll over for a few minutes, but I'm not going to hope for any rain. I'll be back. Some days are just your day. I was sitting there taking a break, eating lunch, and looked down, and a piece in front of me, can for comparison, just laying there in the dirt. It's solid corundum. It's really dirty. It needs to be cleaned up. Can't see much on the camera right now, but that's a solid chunk of corundum. Just huge. Got to be more in that spot. What a nice, if not somewhat warm day. I'm really on it today. I've gotten, 10 pounds of corundum already, and I just ate my lunch, so it's still early. When we get back to it, the last two spots I looked at were just full of it. I just had to take a break and eat, so. It's a nice spot up here, not much shade though. Kind of still in the hind bearings along that particular strike, so. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to it, and I'll be back in a little bit. Won't stop. Nice little crystal face in that one. Not a huge one, but pretty nice. It's just everywhere in here today. Well, I was figuring on going to another spot too, but this has been so good I just pretty much stayed here all day. I still got another hour left maybe, but you can see my can there is getting kind of full, and the bigger pieces are in the bucket, so it's been a productive day. It's going to be nice when I get it cleaned up. Definitely take a look at it then, but in the meantime I'm going to keep on looking here. I'm not really digging, I'm just kind of surface collecting, if you will. So very productive. This one looks like an ugly old rock, but it's a dirty piece of corundum I just about tripped on. It's got some soapstone and chloride on it too, but you see the corundum, and there's probably the biggest part of it because it's quite heavy. So pays to keep looking, just the tip of it was sticking up. We'll take a look at it after I get it home and get it cleaned up a little more. Almost missed that one. That's one of the better colored ones so far. Most of it up here is just kind of a blue-gray. Sometimes you'll get a purplish, sometimes a darker blue. That's a little more color than the rest of it, but almost missed it. Thought it cleaned up pretty nice. Well, it's been a good day. It's around 5 o'clock. That's time for me to head out. But it's been excellent weather, and the corundum hunting's been just about as good as I've ever gotten into over here. I've probably got 10 to 15 pounds worth. I'll clean it up and take a look at it after I get home, probably tomorrow. But you see, it's nice up here. A few passing clouds. You can hear Buck Creek running down below. So with that, I guess I'm going to head on down the trail toward the truck. So till then, get out and have some fun in the outdoors. It's that time of year. Don't let the good weather pass you by. Before you know it, it'll be cold again.